Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video than I typically would on this channel. Usually my videos are based around video essay kind of videos, but today I wanted to do something a little bit different, and that's because I just got back from watching Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Now, if you've listened to any of the podcast episodes that me and Aiden have made, or just, some of the videos I think I've discussed my opinion of Marvel very minimally, I used to be a very big fan of Marvel as a whole. I used to, watch all the movies. I used to enjoy all the movies. It used to be a thing where if I knew that a Marvel movie was coming out, I could guarantee to myself that that was going to be a good movie. And as of late, I've felt very disappointed with what Marvel has given us, mainly within the past 2 or so years, which I think is a general consensus shared by a lot of people. So with this whole idea of Marvel being disappointing recently to me in my eyes, I went into this movie very much hoping that this would be what pulled Marvel back in for me. It started with Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder. Both of those movies really put the bullet into Marvel for me, and so I was very much hoping that Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania would be what brought it back, would be Marvel taking all the criticism that people have been giving them about their most recent movies and really taking it to heart and making a movie that feels Marvel again. I guess to jump right into it, I'll go ahead and tell you yes or no whether or not I feel like this movie really redeemed Marvel in my eyes. And my honest answer is I don't know. Because it felt good. This movie felt very good, I think. It wasn't as bad as Thor: Love and Thunder. That was, in my eyes, one of the worst things Marvel has produced recently. It didn't feel as bland as Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. It felt like an Ant-Man movie, which I guess is a good thing because at least the movies feel like themselves, but Ant-Man movies have always felt very disconnected from the rest of the Marvel universe. You have, Iron Man and Captain America going to war with each other. You have Thor off planet, saving the galaxy. And then here's Ant-Man in this small little confined area doing something that feels so inconsequential. And this movie almost felt very similar. It felt like anything that happened in this movie did not matter at all for the greater whole. And without getting too much into spoilers, it felt like the filmmakers knew that a little bit because everything that happened in this movie was very secluded to this movie, and the filmmakers had to blatantly tell us that if the heroes didn't win, then later on something with consequences could arise, which I guess isn't terrible. I mean, in a sense, this movie is setting up the next phase for Marvel, so it makes sense that it would do that. But at the same time, it felt like, if this is Marvel trying to come back, they should have made it a bigger deal. To keep things from dragging on too long, I'll go ahead and just kind of wrap up this idea here. Overall, I think Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania is an improvement on what Marvel has been doing recently. I don't know if it's completely redeemed Marvel entirely. I think it's too early to say that for sure. This is, the first. I guess I technically didn't see the Black Panther movie, so I guess that could have been the redeeming quality for Marvel. But this movie in particular felt good. It didn't feel poorly put together. It didn't feel like the filmmakers had no idea what they were doing here. It felt like they knew they were making an Ant-Man movie, and so they made an Ant-Man movie. So, in a way, taking that into consideration, I would say that yes, this hopefully is Marvel taking the right steps in the correct direction. I am very curious to hear what you guys feel about this movie, and even just Marvel as a whole, because it is one of those things that everybody loved Marvel. If you had seen a Marvel movie, you liked the Marvel movie. Maybe not loved the Marvel movie, but you at least thought it was a decent movie. And it just feels like they've been really dropping the ball lately. And so I'm very curious to hear what other people's opinions are in regards to this and see if they thought that Marvel is bringing it back or not. But yeah, those were just some kind of quick thoughts I had immediately after watching the movie. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.